Hello everyone and thank you for tuning into TradeChat. My name is Panzer and today I'm going to be opening my Loot Gaming. And what's kind of special about this is that usually when I'm opening a Loot Crate or a Loot Gaming or whatever it is already gone for the month. You can't order it. But there's still a couple days left to order this Loot Gaming. So if you like anything that's in here, it is still available for you. So if you go to lootcrate.com/TradeChat and then use code TradeChat at checkout, you'll get 10% off. And just make sure that you select the Loot Gaming crate and you'll get everything that's in this crate. As long as you sign up, I think it's before the 31st. So yeah, excuse me, I just burped and I had spaghetti, so it was like a weird spaghetti burp. It wasn't pleasant for anybody involved. But let's go ahead and open up this crate because I'm very excited to see what is inside. Although I can't remember the theme. I remember reading about the theme and being like, whoa, all of that sounds awesome, but I don't remember what it was because I have a terrible memory. But I see a Mass Effect t-shirt right off the bat. Let's see if I can find, I see Ratchet and Clank 2. What was it? I can't remember. Let's see. So Loot Gaming, instead of coming with like a mini magazine, it always comes with a poster. So yeah, this month's poster, it looks like maybe Destiny, but this month is space themed. That's what it was. It's space themed. So the first thing in my crate right off the bat, I'm sure a lot of people will be super excited about this, is a Mass Effect N7 shirt. Awesome shirt. I feel like you don't often see stuff like this in like loot crates or other services like this because it's so, I don't know, it's like specific, and usually they do a lot of like exclusively licensed or exclusively marketed stuff, which this one is a Loot Gaming exclusive, but it's still a very recognizable Mass Effect shirt. I also noticed that lately the women's Loot Crate shirts have been so nice. They've been like really long, which I'm tall. I'm like 5'8". Well, I guess that's not that tall, but I'm also thin. I'm like 5'8". 14 pounds. That's not true, but you get it. I'm very tall and skinny, like a string bean or a spaghetti noodle. So a lot of times I'll get a small t-shirt, but then like the arms are like awkwardly small on me, or the torso isn't long enough. And this is also a Loot Crate shirt, and as you can see, I'm wearing sweatpants that have the Punisher on them. Don't mind me. But this goes down really far. Like you could almost wear it with leggings. I wouldn't, but I bet some people would. But this shirt is the same thing. So this is a women's small. This is a super nice shirt. I'm very, very, very excited about it. What else we got? Okay, I'm gonna open this. I don't know if this is maybe socks or... Let's find out. Is it a scarf? It is! It's a scarf. Oh, it's like fleece? This is cool. I don't have any idea. Wait, is this Destiny? Is this a Destiny scarf? I think it's a Destiny scarf. Ooh, it's so warm. It's like micro fleece. Oh, this is really nice. Hold on, let me consult the back of my poster. Yes, it is Destiny. There are 3 different versions that you can get as well from this crate. I got the Titan mark, but they also had the Warlock Bond and the Hunter Cloak. So that's cool. I always like it when they do different variants because I think that's really fun for everybody involved. But this is a nice scarf. And I feel like sometimes things are a little too like flashy to be practical as far as like, I don't know, like scarves and gloves and stuff. Like you're not always going to want to wear like something that's bright red. But being that this is like navy blue, I feel like you could just wear this and it would be casual and cool. And some people would get the reference, but most people would just think it's a cool scarf. So I really like this. This is Ratchet and Clank, which is probably my favorite PlayStation exclusive game. Ooh, I said that and I almost want to take it back. I don't know. I played a lot of Gran Turismo when I was a kid, and that's also PlayStation. God of War is PlayStation, and Little Big Planet. PlayStation has like the best exclusive games. Like, don't get me wrong. Xbox has Halo, so they've got that going for them. But like, what else is Xbox exclusive? You know, like you've got PlayStation has Ratchet and Clank. They have Little Big Planet, which is like one of the best franchises of all time. I don't care what anybody says. They have God of War. They have Heavy Rain, right? Heavy Rain was PlayStation exclusive. They have a lot of games. I was on a PlayStation TV show a while ago, and I know that's like, I don't know, it's like a little known fact. It was a very weird point in my life. But anyways, it was a long time ago. I was on a PlayStation like reality competition show, and at the time, oh my God, stop it. This is friggin' Ratchet's hammer, which I have a really funny story about this. Oh, it's a pen? Oh my God. Okay, I'm happy right now. Let me tell you what. Okay, so wait, hold that thought. I was on a PlayStation show a really long time ago. I want to say it was like 2009 or 2010. And at the time, I was very poor, like very poor. Like the type of poor where every month you're choosing which bill isn't going to get paid because you don't make enough money to pay all of your bills. That's the kind of poor that I was. So I didn't have a PlayStation 3 at the time, which they were still very, very expensive. I had a PlayStation 2, which I still played a lot, and I still played a lot of cool games. And at the time, I feel like not many people did have PlayStation 3s, but I didn't have one, but I still got cast on the show, and people were outraged about it. They were so mad. Oh, a real PlayStation fan should be on the show. Blah, blah, blah. Like, so angry. And what was so funny about the whole thing is that, like, I didn't try out to be on the show. They contacted me because I made a video where I called Justin Bieber a girl. This is a true story. Like, I made this video for Vsauce. When Vsauce was first starting, they had, like, less subscribers than I did. I reached out to them and was like, hey, I would love to make a video with you. And they were like, dude, we're down. Let's do it. So I made this, like, top 9 hottest gamer girls of all time because this was 2010, man. We still pandered to the gamer girl stereotype in the day. No shame in my game. And that video went like kind of viral. Like it was one of my first very popular videos. I don't know that I had another video that was that popular. To this day, it might still be my most watched video. It has a couple million views. And number 1 on the list was Justin Bieber. We thought that was very funny. And yeah, so that's the reason I got cast on that show was because I called Justin Bieber a girl in front of a couple million people. But I had a lot of fun. That was it's weird because some things in life you do and they're like good experiences and then like you change your mind later on. But the tester was one of those things where I was so proud to be on the tester for such a long time. Like the whole time it was airing, I was so excited to like share that experience with the people who watch me on YouTube because I wasn't a full-time YouTuber. Like I worked as like a waitress at like an Italian restaurant. I was not in any position in my life where being on a PlayStation Network reality show wasn't cool. It was the coolest thing ever for me. And I ended up coming in like 5th. But I feel like I also came in 5th and like I was very proud of that whole thing. And it led to me getting cast on King of the Nerds, which is something that I'm not ashamed of anything that I did. And I'm not proud of anything that I did, but I'm very embarrassed by the way that I was edited, which I'm sure, like, you're probably like, oh, Danielle, you're full of crap. You said all those things. You did all those things. But the way that reality TV works is they film you for 20 hours a day, and then they only show maybe 5 minutes of that whole day. So they can really Frankenstein that footage together to make you look any way they want you to look, any way that fills their narrative. And when I went on King of the Nerds, I did it because my dad was dying of cancer, and he was told by his doctors that they didn't have any other options for him that would be covered by his insurance. So I thought I could go on this show and win $100,000 and send him to some fancy schmancy cancer treatment center and save his life and be a hero. And they kind of like emotionally tortured me the whole time I was on the show. You know, like I would go in and they would just kind of always get me so stressed out. They'd say like, you know, we know you're here because of your dad and it's a really big challenge today. And are you worried that if you get eliminated, that if your dad dies, that you'll think it's your fault? Like, will you feel like it's your fault if he dies? But like every day. And they also knew that I was like the most emotionally charged person there at the time because of what was going on. And you're not allowed to call home or have anything comforting at all. But then they would also save me until last every night to interview me. So I was getting interviewed at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And then they would get me up first to interview me in the morning. So like the whole time I was there, I got like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep a night. I was like sick the whole time I was there. I wasn't eating very well because everything was like catered food. And I'm the type of person who eats emotionally for sure. Like when I'm stressed, I eat or I don't eat. It doesn't matter, one of the two. And it's really difficult when you're feeling so displaced and tired and out of your element. And then you're also being given foods that you don't normally eat. Like I just wanted to eat like peanut butter and jelly and a hamburger. And you know what I mean? Like I wanted kind of really normal, almost like little kid American foods. And they were feeding us like hummus on pitas and just really like California hipster type foods, and none of it was comforting to me. It was just fuel to live. I lost like 10 pounds. Anyways, TLDR, the tester was actually a comically good experience. Like I had a fun time on the tester, and I feel like I made friends and I walked away having a good experience. And from King of the Nerds, even though a lot of people really liked me on that show, I don't feel like it represented me in any way that was accurate. And they used all those really tough emotions out of context to kind of make me look crazy. So I feel like it's not something, I don't regret doing it, because the reason I did it was, you know, to try to help. And even though it didn't end up happening and I didn't win the money and my dad did die, I still am proud that, like, I'm the type of person that was, like, willing to go to that length for family. So anyways, that wasn't a great experience, but the tester was a really good experience, and the tester also introduced me to a lot of games that I had never heard of, one of which being Ratchet and Clank, which is funny because there was a Ratchet and Clank, or maybe more than one, on the PlayStation 2, but they just weren't games that I had when I was a kid. We had a lot of racing games and like all the Tony Hawk games, and because they were family, and it was like stuff my dad would play, stuff my stepbrothers would play, so I don't think we had anything like Ratchet and Clank. We did have Spyro, but we didn't have Ratchet and Clank, and they're actually made by the same studios, right? Insomniac Studios also makes Ratchet and Clank and Spyro. I can't really remember. Anyways, this is Ratchet's hammer, TLDR. This is Ratchet's hammer. It's also a pen, and it's amazing. And I have this picture of me and my sister at GameStop Expo, and it was right before I got LASIK. And I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know if I was tired or what, but for some reason, I thought Ratchet's hammer was a gun. So I have this picture of me posing as if I'm holding like a rifle, and it's a hammer. Idiot. Such an idiot. If I have it on my computer, I'll share it so that you guys can see it. But this pen is absolutely amazing. And as you could probably tell by my little rambly thing that just happened there, like Ratchet and Clank reminds me of some really good times in my life. So I love this. This is like one of my favorite things I think I've ever gotten in a Loot Crate. Not just Loot Gaming. I love that pen so much. And anyways, the last thing that we got is from XCOM. And this is not a game I'm familiar with. I've never even heard of it, and they're on 2. Oh God, it's so scary. Oh, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's like a big creepy alien spider guy. He's so gross. Ew. Hold on. Well, I'll open it up so you can see him in detail of how gross he is. Back to having this knife. I found all my knives. Like, we had a talk, I think in the last Loot Crate video, that I couldn't find any of my knives, and it was really upsetting to me, and I've found them all. This one is like my favorite though. It's got like a kind of mother of pearl handle, and it's rainbow, like anodized steel. And then I've got the one that Intel sent me. I've got another one somewhere too. I like knives. They're fun, and they remind me of my dad, because my dad collected pocket knives, and I was hoping that when he passed I could have like a few of them, like particularly like the ones I gave him for gifts, but that's just not the way life worked out, I guess. But it's just stuff, and stuff doesn't control memories, and the memories are still there. So I do not like this guy. He's really creepy, and everything is like super taped. Also, this knife does not open the way I expect it to, so I always like screw up. I've cut myself with this knife multiple times. He is gross, fam. Look at that gross arachnid bug. He looks like a Klaxi from World of Warcraft. He is yucky. I do not like him. I don't like him at all. Ew, gross. And then our pin, the pin is actually really cool this month. I love these metal pins. They're like my favorite thing. It looks like it's a spaceship taking off. It almost reminds me of some sort of badge. It says Loot Crate, so I assume it's not like an in-game badge, but it reminds me of a badge. And the inside of the box is really cool too. It's also one that you could probably flip inside out and have a display case. But I definitely think the big winner in this box is the Ratchet and Clank pen. And the Mass Effect shirt, and the scarf is super nice. Like, I don't even play Destiny, and I love this. I will wear this scarf for sure. So, plus you also get, plus you also get the little gross XCOM guy. And it also has the poster, which this is upside down, obviously, but there's the poster. So this is a really good Loot Gaming. If you're interested in any of this, this crate is still available, which, like I said, does not happen often. So if you'd like to sign up, make sure you do so before the turn of the year. Oh my God. Before the turn of the year, to get these items and all of this stuff. I don't even like holding this buggy guy. He's so yucky. What should we name him? He's a big yucky man. Ooh, we could name him Donald. That's not okay. I'm sorry. No more political jokes. I'm mostly joking. Like 99% joking. But like, he does need a name. He's so beady-eyed and gross. Maybe we should name him like, I don't know. I don't like him at all. I don't like him at all. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below a good name for this guy. Don't say the Donald. That was just a joke, and I don't want to offend anybody. I am trying really hard to keep a positive outlook on life, and that is not the way to do it. So anyways, if you are interested in this particular loot gaming, go to lootcrate.com/tradechat, select loot gaming, get yourself signed up before the end of the year, and get these items. Acquire this stuff and this pin. I think that's everything. The scarf, the shirt, which I'm not doing a good job displaying, and the little dude, and the pen, and the poster, all of this. lootcrate.com/tradechat. You can use code TradeChat to get 10% off. I don't know what the theme for next month is because I have this month now, and that's all I know. I open boxes and I know things. That's what I do. I'm going to go. I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday, and thank you for watching my rambly video and sharing story time with me. I'm going to go. Again, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my carapace. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.